Hello and welcome. I'm your geekeric, and today we're going to talk about the steps that I took when planning my next game, The Gate Guardian, and how you could take some of those same steps and apply it to your planning process. Now, if you don't currently have a planning process when starting a new game or in general programming project, then let's see if I can convince you to start. Let's jump into it. First, you need to take your idea and you need to condense it down to one or two sentences. And those one or two sentences need to be the core of your game. For example, The Gate Guardian is an FPS tower defense where the player must shoot down waves of enemies and place defensive turrets to defend the spaceship hangar. Pretty simple. Now, you could compare all your other ideas about your game to the core of your game that you've written out, and that will help you decide what to keep and what to throw away, or what you need to make your MVP and what can be a stretch goal. Second, you're going to want to lay out what it's going to take for you to achieve your minimal viable product. Now, all that is, well, let's use Mario as an example. In Mario, the minimal viable product would be some UI, Mario himself with the ability to move, jump, die, collect coins. Enemies can be a part of your minimal viable product, depending on how important they are to the gameplay. In Mario's case, you would probably want to make one enemy. The simplest would probably be the Goomba to add in. And last but not least, the ability to complete the level and gain a little bit of score. Now, you take all the art that you need, you take all the programming that you need to achieve the list that you made, and you list all those out. There it is. There is your MVP. The third step is actually new to me, so we'll see how it goes. All it is creating a mood board. A great place to do this would be on Pinterest. To create a mood board, all you need is to gather different images that inspire you, that you think are kind of like the picture of the game in your head. They don't have to be 100%. Normally they're not. Normally you're doing something that's a little bit different. But generally speaking, you'll find something out there that's using some cool colors that you might want to use from this one picture, and maybe the angles or the smoothness from objects in this other picture. And you can combine them in one big collage and use them as a reference down the road when you're making your own art. This will help your art throughout your game creation process hopefully be a little more consistent. It's even more important when you're working with multiple people. Anyone who's done this in the past has probably seen that multiple artists generally all have their own style and their own vision. And if before they start, if they could come together and make a mood board and agree on a style and vision, that will probably help their art stay cohesive between the different artists as the project goes on. Now that you have all this planning done, it's time to go grab some friends, some family. With COVID, you may just want to call them up on Discord. That's good too. And that's what I did. I got some friends and I pitched my game. I told them about the mechanics, the features, showed them my mood board, showed them my outline of my MVP for my game. And then I asked them, do you guys think I could finish this in X amount of time? I gave myself 8 months. They said yes. But when you ask your friends, if they give you a pause, they're not really sure, I would suggest that you step back and say, what do I need to take out of my minimal viable product to make it doable in this amount of time? That doesn't mean throwing away that feature or that piece of content forever. All that means is that you wait until after your MVP is done, then do another session of planning for your next milestone, and you can put in that. But there's other great reasons to pitch your game to people. One of them is you're probably going to get some great ideas back or some things that you may change. I got a really cool magnet drop idea or magnet tower idea from AZ, where either a tower could attract enemies to it for a certain amount of time, letting you or another tower shoot at them, or it could repel them to help kind of slow down the oncoming waves. Also got a sweet idea from Thomas that was, whenever you're in between rounds, maybe all the lights in the hangar look normal and you could run around and repair your towers. But when the wave starts, maybe there's some sirens that go off and the lights could dim a little bit. And maybe you get some red hues in the lighting. And that would definitely add to the experience. Also from Jeffrey, I got a cool lighting system idea. Either the electricity going to the lights, those lines could be damaged, or the lights themselves could be damaged, and you would need to go repair them to have better visibility. Maybe the turrets that are in that area have a lower accuracy when the light's down. These are some great ideas. I'm going to incorporate some into the MVP, and I'm going to incorporate others into the post MVP, whatever I call that next milestone. Last but not least, I'm going to take the features and the art content from my MVP, and I'm going to break them down into individual tasks. You could do this in a program like Trello, Jira, Get Cracking Glow, and you're going to take those tasks and you're going to add them into your sprint. I'm choosing my sprints to be a 1 week time starting on Fridays. You could have your sprints be 2 weeks or even a month. And all you're going to do is at the end of your sprint, you're going to close out the tickets that you had in the done column and the tickets that you're still in progress on. You'll decide whether you want to move them back into the backlog or if you want to keep working on them. This may take a little bit of getting used to. It's honestly pretty hard to guess how much you can accomplish in, a set time. Some sprints you'll accomplish way more than you thought you could. And other sprints, you'll pull in a task and you'll think that's real easy, and it's going to turn out that it's not. And you're not going to get near as much finished as you expected. But don't feel bad. As long as have been working on your project, you're making progress. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe, and ring that bell. And if you have any other project planning tips, please comment them down below. See you next time.